Mr. Yabe is now going to give a talk.
Okay, and I'll be using the headset.
Okay, so turn that on
For
translation. And he is absolutely amazing, and we're going to have a great time. So he ran the company Tessei, which does the 7-minute miracle, which cleans the Shinkansen in 7 minutes. So you're going to talk about how that whole thing came about in the development of that great system, process, and team. So welcome, Mr. Yabe.
先生、よろしくお願いします。Good morning、おはようございます。I am Teruo Yabe. I am, as it says here on the screen, I was the expert. I was the responsible for safety at Japan Railway Company. Yeah, can you hear me? So people used to ask me, because you're the professional on safety, why you were dispatched to, or why did you decide to work for Tessei, which is a cleaning company for Shinkansen? So we say Tessei, the name of the company, cleaning company. Why Tessei? This is in Japanese kanji characters. あ、そういう意味だったんだ。So Tessei is a shorter version of the word 鉄道整備。鉄道整備。鉄道 is a railway. 整備 is maintenance.
Always something new. He's never done this.
Yeah, it's first time.
整備はメンテナンス。メンテナンスこれでよかったんだっけ？
N. はい。
レールウェイメンテナンス、それで鉄道整備。だからね、このね、
So we created the new word
整を略して鉄整
to shorten the
新幹線
鉄道整備
So
Tessei.
お掃除の会
So Tessei is simply a Shinkansen cleaning company.
全体の人数は約900
And
名
Tessei has 900 people working right now.
パーソンです平均年齢
And the average age of the company is 50 years old.
平均年齢50歳で中にはねですからね70を過ぎた人
So
も
some of the workers are more than 70 years old.
それでそれがねお掃除の会社でお掃除の仕事で
Used to be
それも
a very typical, traditional cleaning
意識
company.
に芽生えて
And people are less motivated, they're relatively older. So I was responsible when I joined Tessei after JL, and I was a JL expert of safety, and I was asked to work for Tessei to innovate the company. So safety for the railway is really based on how good the system is. So Shinkansen is the great example to show you the safety. What is railway safety? And I will take you to the Tokyo station later. But who is producing, manufacturing the Shinkansen? Who is doing the maintenance and control the system? It's all about people. So let's say, yes, you're here, you're familiar with the word TPS. Yes, it's very important to learn the tool, but always you need to focus. It's not the tool, but the people, because everything is done by people. So here on this job site, on your left-hand side, yes, everybody. Probably this main cause was people, and I'm sure they had a very strict, well-maintained system, and they had a very strict rules, very precise rules too.
守りきれなかった。
But I believe,
よく知りませんね。
I believe that
そういうことなんですね。ですから
we
ね
don't know what happened, what caused this accident,
ですからね
still not yet,
どうする
but
かってことを
it's
安全
all
問
about
題で
people, so I
きちんと考え
believe
てから
that they didn't follow some of the processes or the rules or restrictions. So what I did was I just implement the basic philosophy that I've learned from JR, just implemented to Tessei.
え
And let me share the story with you
ー
today.
仕事をねちょっと垣間見て
So I will play this video, who shoot the video from CNN.
Japan's bullet trains are famous the world over for their speed and efficiency, aren't they? Every day, up to 168 fast trains arrive and depart Tokyo. Well, cleaning crews get just 7 minutes to work on each train, as Paul Hancock's found out. It's known as the 7-minute miracle. The platforms at Tokyo Station, where the world's fastest trains get the quickest turnaround. They call this the Shinkansen Theatre, and the show was about to begin. This operation is planned literally to the very last second. If you bear in mind, the train's only actually in the station for about 12 minutes. In that time, you have to get the passengers off. You also have to introduce new passengers. So it really only leaves about 7 minutes for the team to do their job. And they affectionately call those 7 minutes the 7-minute miracle. Katsu Sedoguchi has been at this for 6 months. Not a long time, but long enough to know that he's cleaning more than a train. He's looking after a national icon. Shinkansen. Most people don't get a chance to ride the Shinkansen, he says. It's a train that diplomats, ambassadors and governors from around the world come to see, and to watch the crews match the speed and efficiency of the Shinkansens they clean, up to 168 trains a day. I have to do this very quickly, Sedoguchi says, or I can't finish in time. The 7 minutes are up. It's time to leave the cabin. I hardly have a chance to see a passenger's face when I enter the train, Sedoguchi tells me, but I always hope they'll have a comfortable journey. And with that, the Shinkansen Theatre ends the same way it began. One last bow to passengers before the crew exits their stage. Paula Hancock, CNN Tokyo.
こうやって CNN がね
So CNN visited us, Tessei,
こうやって有
and
名になったんですね
And since then, Tessei is very well known in the world, and even Harvard University Business School is studying us.
テキスト
And they created a special textbook to teach what Tessei is doing and who are the Tessei is in business school in Harvard.
これポールさんが作ってくれた
So this is the slide that Paul prepared with me.
Hasta la vista, baby. Come on, stop whining. You kids are soft. You lack discipline. But I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me. You're not gonna have your mommies run behind you anymore and wipe your little douches. Oh no, it's time now to turn this mush into muscles. No more complaining, no more Mr. Kimball have to go to the bathroom, nothing. There is no bathroom.
Crazy.
テッセイはね
So in the past,
こういう具合に
Tessei's top management was exactly like this.
頼んでる
You guys are not following the rules. You must follow the rules. That was the way. That's the only top management was doing at Tessei.
よく行けばいいんでしょよくなれば
Sure, if the company went really well, then sure, maybe that's the right way. But the actual reality, the Tessei was declining. Everything was declining.
ということはやり方を変えなくちゃいけない。
Then somebody had to change that style.
皆さんが今やってることで
So
効果が出ないんだったら
if what you're doing is not showing the result, then you've got to think another way. You have to change the way of you doing. So what did we do in Tessei?
私の
So this is my style.
人をどうやって見ていくか
So my focus was always about people.
お掃除だと思っていた。
So the Tessei's one of the problems was the people working for the company was thinking only they were the cleaning people. And these are the conditions when I joined the company. Tessei was struggling.
というね、だからこれを何とかしなくちゃいけない。
And my mission was to solve this problem, these problems. So I had to change the way, the management way.
じゃあどういうのがいいか。
So how did I do it?
まずこれです。みんなは
This is the key.
私たちはお掃除屋だと思ってる。
People, those workers, employees were thinking only they are the cleaning people.
何をやったのダメなんです。
Then whatever you try to change something different to change the organization, if you don't change those people's mind, I thought it's going to be difficult.
まあ先ほどね、だいたい900今
So about 900 people working for Tessei today, and as I mentioned, average age of the employees is 50 years old, and female, male 50-50, and
今でも変わってます。
today, even today, part-time is about 40%,
で、や
and
ったこと
full-time is 60.
この5つの
So these are the 5 secrets that I try to change this organization.
もうこの中でも特に力
So
を入れたの
what was the most important part for me was number 4.
ここをね、重視してやるにはどうしたらいい
So how can I motivate my people? That was my ultimate target.
Yeah. Oh, cherry blossom for the season, right? Oh, beautiful.
先ほどセブンミット
So why 7 minutes miracle? So this is the real reason. In JR East Shinkansen, always come back and depart from Tokyo stations and only stays 12 minutes. So 2 minutes to get off,
お掃除が終わって
another 2 minutes to get on, then we have only 7 minutes left to clean.
これが遅れると
So if people taking more time to get off, then it's going to be 6 minutes or 5 minutes for Tessei to clean
それを
the
ね
Shinkansen. So I have a favor, big favor for you.
新幹線が作ったら特に外国の方が遅いんです。
And I'm sorry to say this, but foreigners, they are not really quick to move out. So I really deep favor to get off quickly when you're in Shinkansen. And among those 7 minutes, we have those tasks to do to clean the Shinkansen.
今まではね、お掃除のダウンステアの会社にいると思って。
So those people working at Tessei was thinking that their levels in society was very downstream. So that was a problem. They had no pride whatsoever. So I told my people when I joined the company, I said, you are not a cleaning person. You are the maintenance person who is supporting this world-class Shinkansen from cleaning direction, cleaning side. Paul-san, you experienced a grand class, which is the first class for Shinkansen. That's amazing.
人がその気になるにはどうしたらいいのかって考えた。
So yes, so I was questioning myself, how can I change these
改
people?
善だとか。
And yes, Kaizen, without Kaizen, I cannot make this company innovative. So
みんなね一人一人がこうしたらいいんじゃない
each
かという
person
思いを持つ
each person has their own mind and they have their ideal, thinking. And what do we do with that
アイデ
idea?
アというのを持ち寄るので
And we collect those ideas
そしてそれを改善
and
して良くしていく
implement and make it better, as you said.
それだけで終わらない
But that's not the
その
end.
良くした後みんな
Then
が周りの
after
人が
you make that thing better, then you need to celebrate. Yes, you did
それ
great.
で一緒にお客様と一緒に
Then you share the feeling with your customers.
持っていく
That's how you, motivate your people. So Kaizen is really actually making people more motivated.
改善というのはねものを良くしていく
So to make things better, yes, but that's not it. Kaizen has a deeper meaning. To change your mind and feel like more filled up or more satisfied that, wow, I did it.
あるんですね
And then you celebrate with your team. So Kaizen has a very deep meaning than just make things better.
例えば
For example, in the past, on the left, our staff members, they used to carry the dirty buckets in front of the customers. And customers don't feel good when they saw it. So why don't we just put all the cleaning equipments to the purse?
入りませんよね
So we have to be innovative. So we call this a survival bucket that you can fold it and then put it in the bag.
例えばもう
Another example.
こうやって前はね
In the past, we used to hold the broom in front of the customers.
でこれもほらお客様がホームに旅行に来てね楽しいのに
And customers are very excited to travel. We didn't want to show something dirty. So we decided to put everything in a bag.
これ全部入れてしまえどういう具合にしている
So I will show you how we did it. Came up with this idea.
これもポールさん大好きですよね
Paul-san loves this video. Anyways,
最初ねこう
so that was the first idea. Let's make our broomstick like a nunchuck. But it was very weak to support, and it took us 2 years to come up with this latest compact broom.
釣り竿
It's like we got the idea from the fishing. And what's the name? Fishing.
自分たちでねこうしてねやったという気持ちが
And this was also kind of made us more motivated to do more Kaizen.
もう一つまだいくつかありますけどね
And this is another example. That's the little bell.
なんでついてる
Why do we need the bell? We will show you.
東京駅で
I will explain to the
大体
bell
こういう
in a
音
minute.
We found a car key,
はいちょっと
putting a specific case in here, then putting this pouch. And then make sure we put this ring outside so that she knows that there's something that
ちゃんと音入れたの
ポールさんが入れた。
でこれをやることによってね
So just because we added little tiny bell so that the person who is preoccupied with cleaning won't forget, ちょっと待ってください. Don't forget to return the lost item to the office so that the customer can find it. In the past, they had a problem that they tend to forget that they're keeping the lost items in the bag. So we had a lot of complaints. But because of this little bell, solved whole problems.
Was the Bell idea and these improvements, where did that come from?
そのベルをつけようっていうアイデアは誰から来て、誰がそういうふうに、staff members. Staff members. Not me. Not me.
私は現場のこと知らない
I don't know anything about Gemba. I'm the one that most I don't know about Gemba.
でゼロになったねでは
So that with the bell, the complaints become zero.
もう一つがあちょっと
Because there was no variation in getting the lost item back to the office.
ベルだけではなくて
Today, they
こう
even
いうのも
did more Kaizen, and they have a transparent little pouch on the side. So they can see it if they have something in the pouch, then there's lost items to return to the office.
次はこういう
Another Kaizen.
トイレの流し忘れ。
So some customers didn't flush the
これ
toilet.
ぐらい。
We had about 300 unflushed toilet a year.
でね、みんなで考えた。
And staff members were thinking, what can we do
ここにね
to make
中国
zero
の方がね
unflushed?
来られたら失礼なんですけども、中国のお客
So
様の
one of the staff members, she's from China, and she said in China some areas don't have this custom to flush the toilet. So it could be those customers. It's just that they don't know how to flush it. They don't think it's necessary to do it. So they came up with this bigger label with different languages.
だったら
So why don't we just add
日本語と英語だけ
3
で
more
はね
languages, not just saying in Japanese, Korean and Chinese too, and make it bigger.
JR 東の許可を取ってトイレの
So
中に
we came up with this idea, talk to the parent company who is JR East company, and get the permission, and then they did the implementation.
これも
And then the result was amazing. It was a very simple idea, but it worked.
全然わからない。
It was not me. It's nothing to do with me. All my people did it.
一つはこういう
One idea from the
This is
staff
another
members
Kaizen.
that there are a lot of customers who have babies, but there is no space for them. So this is the new idea, the nursery.
そしたら JR 東のが作ってくれます。
And then the main company of JR East actually made this for customers. Idea implemented by the Tessei.
ナーサリーがそれをね
So we didn't have nursery room. So Tessei member
でもう一つ
gave the proposal to JR East, the parent company, and got the permission. This is another example. What is this? What do you think this is?
女性専用の
This is a toilet for female, ladies'
皆
room.
さん
In your country, and the train
ここ
systems,
にも鉄はあるじゃん
and I'm sure you have railways or train. And have you ever seen ladies' room in the
これは
train?
ね
It's mostly like
みん
unisex.
ながお掃除をして
And one day, this one of the Tessei members saw the young lady who was on the line waiting for the bathroom in Tokyo Station. But she couldn't hold, and she peed right there in the public, and she was crying. And Tessei member took her to the backyard, changed the new underwear, and then asked what happened. And she
書い
said
てなかった
she didn't want to use the bathroom on the Shinkansen because it's unisex.
で我慢して
I couldn't use it,
東京へ行ったら
and I'm very sensitive about the clean, hygiene stuff. So I had to wait to get off at the Tokyo station and try to go to the bathroom, but the line was freaking long. I couldn't hold, and I'm so sorry.
そして女性のスタッフが
So the member was so upset and came up to
新幹線の
me.
トイレには
Why, Mr. Yabe? There's no ladies' room on the Shinkansen in this 20th century.
で私に言うんですから俺に言ってもしょうがない
And I said, don't tell me that.
言えよ
Okay.
と言ったら
Let's make a proposal and then give this idea to JR East, our parent company.
これはねJR イーストと言ったいいですね鉄製はそのグループを使える
Tessei is one of the group companies of JR
です
East.
から常にこういうふうに言われた
So in the past, JR East was just telling us what to do.
私たちは JR イーストの言う通りに動く
And we were just good enough to just listen to them and follow what they say.
それからこれらを機会に
But when I joined the company, things changed little by little.
説明の会
And it was the first time that we start telling parent company what we want to do.
要するに JR イーストと対等になってきたわけです
So it used to be top-down relationship, but it became horizontal relationship.
これ以来
And they start listening to Tessei.
JR 東日本が 新しい車両を作るときには
So when JR East create new design or new model of Shinkansen, they always ask Tessei their opinions.
そうしたらみんな、ね、私たちはお掃除やよ
And so people, how do you feel if you're not just cleaning, but giving some ideas to the parent company, and that will actually implement to the new Shinkansen? So who knows the most about Gemba? It's not the top management or middle management. It's the people working every day in the Shinkansen.
でその人での力を借りようと
And without their help, support, this never happened.
ですよね
Never happened.
全部についてるわけです
So this is not for whole Shinkansen, but just some of the Shinkansens owned by JR
それ
East.
とそういうことをねアイデアをいろいろ出していくんじゃないかということで始めたのが
So because people start giving us a lot of ideas, we decided to do short time meeting.
いろんなやりたいことがあるそれをねチームで見ていく
So as a team,
見てるんです
as a team,
それを
let's gather the ideas.
これをやろうじゃないかと思ったら
And so you
ど
have
んどん
these
どんどん
ideas.
やってくださいという
And I just told my middle management, just don't ask me for any permissions. Just do whatever the ideas that you pick up from your people, just do it.
まあミーティングという、ね、
So it says meeting,
雑談です
but it's not just meeting. It's more like chatting.
それもねいい雑談を
And it's a good chatting.
皆様いろんなこ
So
とを
let's
雑
say
談をしている最中にあこれだと思う
When
ことがあります
even same to you too. When you're just chatting, but it could be a good idea or great idea or great solutions.
で
that
例え
could
ば
come up.
ミーティングをしましょう何々改善に向けてさあ一緒に
Let's
考えましょう
let's say
なかなかアイデア
it's more difficult. We are all same human beings. So if you say, "Hey, this is the time for the meeting to come up with a great idea," then it's kind of difficult to come up with a good idea. It's more relaxed in a good environment, just chatting. You could come up with way better.
雑談
So we didn't call this short time meeting. We more like chat,
まあ
short time chats. Also another idea.
制服はこれとは別にね正式に
So we changed our uniform, and on top of that, we came up with this seasonal uniform too.
今から話するとねもう安全問題流通開発問題それから
So
コスト削減問題いろいろあります
there are a lot of problems that we had to solve, but I'm just giving you some examples how we solved the problems. So this was the
古いユニフォーム
old
マップです
uniform above.
だからそれを
So we changed it.
シーズナルユニフォーム
These are the seasonal uniforms, not the official ones, but how do you feel if you're wearing the new uniform like that? Also in December, in the Christmas time,
こんなこともやる
our staff member wanted to be a Santa Claus. So I said, go ahead, do it. I never imagined that they will come up with the kind of idea, but
なぜ
I didn't stop them.
もちろんみんなの
And this is the summer yukata, summer kimono for the summer.
やっぱり
That was the key. Make work fun.
人間の、ね、最高のスキルは何
So what is the highest skill as a human being
人
can
間の
have?
最高のスキル
What is the highest skill the human being can have? So in my
最
opinion,
高のスキル
so what is the highest
楽
skill
しみながら
for you
知
to
恵を
live?
出し合い
So you enjoy your work
という
and at the same time you
人
achieve
間
your
の最高の
goal
スキルだと
and you share the feeling with your
嫌だな
members.
嫌だな
Think about it. If you have to
と
work,
思っても
you have to go to work with very, less motivated feeling every day,
知恵を出したり
then
工夫し合う
you cannot show your highest skills in your life, in your work. So at first, you need to enjoy your
ス
work.
キルを発揮できるような
And
環境
then you can be more motivated, you can be more creative, and you share that with your colleagues, and then you share the feeling. Sorry, maybe I asked the wrong question the different way, but that was his point. So
さっき言ったね
to make your work more fun, you can perform more. You can perform best. So 7-minute miracle is the brand of Tessei now, today.
セブンです。これが最高のブランド。
So this is the highest brand of Tessei.
ね。ルールマニュアル。
Well, that's the mission. So to achieve the mission, we have to have a rule and manuals. We have to have
これ
it.
ね、人間にとってはものすごく酷な
But
作業。
to keep these rules and manuals, it's not easy for human being to follow every day. Yes, for the safety in environment, everybody has that manual, but we are as a human being, we make mistakes and we have failures. So it's very difficult to follow that every day. So it's not good enough to have only rules to achieve 7-minute miracle. So what could we add to that for daily life, daily work?
工夫し合う人間のスキル。
And through Kaizen, we learned how to make our work fun. Don't you want to be like Tessei?
あ、面白いな。
You don't want to just work to just follow the rules
ちゃんと守れる。
or somebody's controlling you, but rather you can be more creative, you can give the ideas, and then that will achieve the certain results. That would be more fun, and I'm sure you want that environment as well.
一生懸命やってくれてる。ね、でもそれだけで終わっちゃ
And
長続きしないんですよね。
it will not last long if you just let them do whatever they want.
それでマスコミの
So what I did was not only just changing the uniforms and do the Kaizen activities, but also I asked the media to come and show what we are doing. Also, we become a musical. And I took all the members to the theater to watch this musical.
これが
That's supposed to be me.
私の役です。ハンサム。
Is he handsome? I was expected. No, he wasn't that handsome.
コメディアン。
He was a comedian. I was a bit disappointed.
これやろうと思ったんです。
I didn't like it.
それと例えばツイッター。
And also the Twitter. Right today it's called X, but we do use. We have an official account,
本社の方でどんどん集めてそうするとこれは
and lots of followers, lots of
こ
comments,
れだけのコメントは入ってる。だからそれを
and we as a staff members we share this.
ということで披露していくわけです。こういうことね。
So this was more like my part, my responsibility to show this to our people and make sure that we recognize them, what they're doing.
これなんだっけ。
年間の遅れ1分以下っていうの。
こういうことっていろいろやってるんですけどね。新幹線の1年間の
So Shinkansen, so as it says, the annual delay is less than 1 minute,
1分以内なんだ。
within a minute.
平均こ
That's the
れ
average
どれだけそうだって
delay.
わかるでしょ。
So you can imagine how amazing this is, outrageous. That's why people from all over the world come see us. And this is not what I achieved. This is what our people have done. And they are following this 7-minute, keeping our mission 7-minute miracle as a brand, and do their work the best.
これ今の新しい制度。
This is the new uniform of Tessei.
鉄製というとこね、制服変えるの好きなんですよね。
Tessei loves to change uniforms. I see so many times wearing different uniforms.
でも制服を変えるのはね、やっぱりね、あなたたちはお掃除の人じゃないよ。
So it's very important that the uniform, how it looks, how you look, that you don't want to be looked at a cleaning person. You want to be looked at like a professional.
それでは皆さんに問題を出します。
Let me give you one quiz.
はい。100引く1。
100 minus 1 is 99, correct?
ね、正解。
Is that right?
でもこれは古い。
But this is very old style.
これな。
It's this.
100引く1イコール0。
100 minus 1 is 0. Does it make sense to you? Why?
これはね、100人の人が
Let's say we have 100 people working for you.
ね、1人の人が
One person made a mistake or received one
全ての
complaint.
成果は0になる。
The all the effort that you built becomes
日本人
zero.
はこの仕事をよく
This is This is more like a Japanese business industry. We use this math all the time. This is our mindset.
ね。そして鉄製はね、これに少しまだ新たに加えます。
Did something add to this method or philosophy?
この1をなくさなくていい。
So yeah, in the normal companies, they try to focus to eliminate that one,
鉄製もこれと
correct? And Tessei did the same in the past. Try to eliminate mistakes, failures, complaints.
ちゃんとやれ。
But if you just only focus with the one or preoccupied with how to solve the problem, that one,
ところは忘れちゃいけないの
but
は
do not forget as a top leader,
99
those
の
the
人が
left 99 people are doing the right work, put a lot of effort to achieve the goal.
ちゃんとやってるじゃん。グッジョブ。
They are doing good job, great
こ
job.
の人を忘れちゃいけない。
So as a top management, do not forget those 99 people.
ね、だからね、もちろん、それってこれがね、この人でちゃんと見ていくことによって、
So
この
if
ゼロ
you
に近づくんじゃないかという
focus on
鉄製の
99, then that one will eventually disappear. That's the Tessei's mind
皆さんは
when they run the business.
知ってます？
Are you really looking the rest of 99 people in your organization as a top management? They are doing a great job, amazing work. They are putting a lot of work, effort to do that. But if you as a top management focusing on the one and don't recognize those 99 people, you will have a hard time. So now your mission is how can you recognize those 99 people?
そこでまたお話をしたいと思います。それとね、これもね、従業員のね、
So I will go to that, how to recognize 99 people. But here in Tessei, we actually created little notebook called two different types of notebooks. One is angel note and devil note.
いずれも45。
Each note has 45
ありがとう。
words
いいね。頑張ってるね。
try to use or try not to use.
これはね、disappoint, discouraging
So we call these encouraging expressions, we call devil note. There are 45 words that you should not use. And there's another one is angel note, which has a 45 words that you should use.
このエンジェルワードね。
And my staff member created this. And then the first page is this. Paul-san, can you read?
With one word, you feel encouraged.
あ、ちょっと戻ってもらっていいですか？
The guy is blind.
もう一回戻ってもらっていいですか？
We
は
have
い
to。go back. With one word, you feel encouraged. With one word, you find new dreams. With one word, you become angry. With one word, you feel discouraged. With one word, you start crying. Just one word has a miraculous amount of power. With just one single word, it is possible to breathe life into someone or strike them down.
で、このノートね。
This is the first page of the note.
どうするシーンとかどうする
And then the middle management, I asked those middle management to keep that note with them all the time.
作ったんじゃないかと思った。
So there's a behind the message. Probably this is just my guess, but this was the message giving toward me as a top management when they created. Does it make sense?
まあこういうね、こう書いてるね。
例えばどういうこと書いてあるかちょっと口頭で言ってもらってもいいですか？
そんなこと起こってくる。
香取さんなんか覚えてますか？
あんた暗いわねと。
For example, devil note, there's example, well, you look very down. Or is that the one that you can do the max? Is that your, I can't believe what you just said.
あなた暗いんじゃない？
And you're very low motivated, in my
こん
opinion,
なこ
or
と言っちゃ
something.
ダメだ。
And those words, let's not use those words. And they are listed 45
はい。
words.
それではね、エンジェルリポートを
So
ご紹介。
let me explain about angel report, how to recognize those 99 people.
これはさっきのこの90
So as I
人の人を
explained,
どうやって
This is original Tessei original report that we came up with to how to recognize 99 people working.
チーム
One team in
20 名
Tessei
で構成されている
has
も
22
その中に一人
people.
エンジェルリポ
And
ーターを見ています。
I pick one of the teams out of 22, become an angel reporter.
そしてそのエンジェルリポーターが見たこと聞いたこと
So
を
the angel
どんどん
reporter
リポート
will
する
see
という仕組み
something great happened in the daily work at the station, and I ask those reporters to report it to me, what really happening and what kind of great work that they are doing. I ask them to report
基
to me.
準は作っている。
And I said, there's no regulations, no
リ
conditions.
ポーターの判断です。
Whatever the reporter thinks, oh, I want to report this to Yabe, then just report it to me. So I receive the reports every year, minimum of 12,000 reports.
その中からピックアップ
And we selected some of them to show you what was really happening at the station.
Omotenashi. You can't see it with your eyes or hear it with your ears, but it moves your heart and creates impressive experiences. It's an important word for the Japanese people and one we are proud of. A visually impaired customer needed help. He wanted to go to Ichigo Iuzawa. There was still time before his train, so Isan guided him to the waiting room. I'll come get you when it's time for your train. When Isan went back to the customer, I remember you helped me last time as well. With that one word, Isan was struck speechless. Thank you so much for remembering. Kaizen was trying to unclog the toilet. How's it going? If you can unclog it in time, we'll put up an out of order sign. With his hands stuck in the toilet, sweat running down his face, Kaizen said, I can do it. I can do it. Thank you. Kaizen smiled with pride. A group of foreign customers watched us as we cleaned inside the train intensely. When we were finished and lined up on the platform to bow, there was a thunder of applause. The Japanese people standing next to them also said, thank you for your hard work. The staff were all moved and felt truly happy. The Shinkansen theater truly is wonderful. After cleaning the train, M-San was walking on the platform and looking inside the train and spotted bird droppings on the outside of the window on the car number 2. Oh no, said M-San, and quickly wiped it away. The customer sitting by the window mouthed the words, arigato, and smiled and waved their hands. Have a good trip, M-San smiled without thinking and waved back. A man shouted angrily. T-San took the call and emptied the toilet tank wastewater. Why aren't there any garbage cans here? Kaizen approached him. I'm so sorry. Thank you for trying to dispose of your garbage properly. Kaizen apologized and took the garbage from the customer. The man stormed out angrily, but then turned around and came back. Thanks, he said, and waved his hand. You see, he was only angry because he didn't know what to do. S-San was emptying garbage cans when Miss, take this, said a little child, and gave her an empty plastic bottle. Thank you. Here's a postcard for you. Thank you, said the child, and went running back to his parents. A young couple bowed very deeply. Thank you very much, said S-San over and over again. Comment Supervisor Kaizen was patrolling the platform and found a single baby sock. Poor baby lost a sock on such a cold day. Kaizen searched desperately to find the customer and their baby. Finally, she found a baby with only one sock. The mother holding the baby was surprised to see the staff
holding the other sock. Thank goodness we were able to return it. An old woman, around 90 years old on the Shinkansen platform, looked troubled.
ダメだ。
She was traveling by herself from Nagoya to Ogikubo in Tokyo. I took her hand and walked with her to the platform for the Cho line. Then the customer squeezed my hand and I squeezed back. It's okay. I'm going to stay with you.
8分にします。
When we were on the cover of Nikki Business, my mother in the
35
country
に出ま
called.
す。
She
35。
was crying. I bought 10 copies to send to my mother and relatives. Before that, when I was on the platform, someone saw
22
me.
番線。
I saw you on the cover of Nikki Business. We've been doing the right thing. That's right. That's right. Kitsui, difficult. Kitanai, dirty. Kiken, dangerous.
エンジェルリポーターだったんですか？
Our work used to be defined by the 3 Ks, but let's put an end to that error. The future is not something we imagine, but something we create ourselves. Now we have the power to make it happen because we got the best skills as a person who has gained wisdom and ingenuity having fun. The new 3 Ks that we'll create together with our
何チーム
customers
でしたっ
are
け？何チーム？
Kancha,
22人のチーム。
gratitude,
何チーム？30
Kangeki,
チーム。
inspiration, Kondo, impressiveness.
チーム。 15。 So that was the angel report. It's just a little tiny bit of whole reports that I received.
ご覧になっているうちのスタッフね
And my staff members,
いいなとおっしゃる方が
a lot of people that I give this speech, and they always complain, kind of complaining that, oh, I wish my people are doing the same like Tessei
で
does.
も私はそれほどに
But I always answer to them,
やっています
no, your people already doing this.
あなたが知らない
You are the one who doesn't know anything about Gemba.
知ろうとする努力もしてないん
And
だ
I know that, I bet you are not trying to know what's going on
別に
at the Gemba.
このエンジェルリポートを始める前までは
Before we started this angel report, top management, middle management, we had no idea what kind of stories are happening every day at the
それは会
station.
社でだけではなくてスタッフその他のスタッフもこんなこと
And even not only the people, top management team, but even people working in the office or also managing those people at the Gemba, they didn't really know what was happening. So this angel report was a big turning point months ago. So one time I received this question.
リーダーをねどうやってこうなんていう
So how do you
という話を
choose a leader? That was the question that I received.
リーダーはどんな人をやるのかっていう
So this was my answer.
そういうことに
If
前
the
向きな人
the person who is not interested in Kaizen or not interested in changing, I will not choose that person as a leader.
そう思いますね
Don't you think so?
ちょっと時間があるからねちょっと余分なことを喋りますけども皆さんがねいろいろ改革をしよ
So yes, let's say you want to do something innovative
う A さんがいます
or you need to change your organization. Let's say there's a one person
領
who
域が
calls
狭
A.
かったら A さん一人で
Yes, if the area who is where the responsible for is so small, then one person A さん will be enough. But if the area becomes bigger, the A さん cannot change whole thing, whole organization. It's impossible. So
A さんいろんな人がいる
there are different people in your organization,
いろんな人その人
and
の
they
考
have
え
different
方という
ideas.
のをどんどんどんどん吸
The
収しながら
key
やってい
is
こうじゃないか
for A さん to collect all the ideas from everyone.
ねやっていくこれダイバーシティって言っちゃう
So we call this diversity.
そしてこれをまとめてよし
And-
やろうと出力することを集合値っていうんですよ
So and then you create a target.
聞こえました
You create the target, and then you collect all the ideas to achieve the goal. So it's the same thing for Tessei. Our target, our goal was to make 7-minute miracle. And okay, let's change the uniform, let's do this and that to achieve the main goal. Implementing all the diversities. So this is the Tessei, who we are today.
いろんなこう考えを持ってる人がいても、この人が
Let's say the A-san is not playing his or her role correctly, then cannot collect the right, all the good ideas,
だからダイバーシティ
and just kept it or something that didn't know what to do with those ideas. So the leader is the key, this middle management or the person A who is responsible how to collect the ideas and to point it to the directions. So that who to choose as a leader is another key. Critical.
だから、ね、改善に
So when I was the leader, do you know why? Can you guess why I tried to train the middle management? Hmm? その下の人たちを全員コントロールするのは無理なので、中間の人をこうなんていうのか全体が持ち上がるようにそういうふうに人を育てよう。The real reason. I admit it that myself has no power. I need my people's support to achieve this. So as a top management, if you think you are the best, and I can give you one advice: do not think you can do everything. Instead, you tell yourself, I cannot do anything by myself. So that was my message to myself when I was top. Steve Jobs, he did amazing things, but do you think he did it by himself? No way. And you have so many different brains in your organization. Utilize them and get the support from them. And you are not the smartest one as a top management. And this is my message too.
Leaders must be warm-hearted, strict, and fair. The part that a lot of people have a problem with here is you're warm-hearted, they're not friendly. You need to be a friendly person, but you also, the big part, is strict. You also need to be very, very absolute about what the standard is and holding the rope tight. And in Japan, they're really good at doing that. And so, you know, there's not garbage all over the place. There's not graffiti all over the place. They deal with those issues. They don't say, oh, well, somebody wants to write all over the walls. No, that's not tolerated. It's not tolerated. And it's very important. The best story, I tell the story in my book, Fan of Sloppiness, is I was crossing my legs in the Shinkansen like this. The toe was touching the back seat of the Shinkansen, and a Japanese man stopped me and said, don't touch the back of the seat.
So I was a professional on safety. So there are words that we used to use. Atatakasa, warm heart, kibishisa, strictness, koheisa, fairness. In safety world, you create the perfect organization, and And we have to have great balance of these three keywords.
でも皆さんよくこれはいい。
And I hear a lot of people, top management, always talk about 温かさ, the warm heart, and fairness.
あまりいない。
And I barely find people who talk about strictness.
Completely agree.
バランス。
So the balance is super important here.
組織ですから。
It's an organization.
よ
It's not your family union or anything like that. So this strictness, 厳しさ, do not forget that. I want you to remember these three has to be in very good balance. So Tessei looks like a heartwarmed, あったか, organization. But underneath,
仲良しクラブでは
it's not just gathering of being friends. It's all based on this strictness that they must follow the rules and conditions. So as an organization, do not forget the strict part. So that's the end of, sorry.
はいということで
So that's the end of my talk today. So we will have, a picture taken together. Jeff.
In the beginning, you said that the average age of your employee was about 50.
だいたい50歳が平均年齢とおっしゃったんですけども、テッセイは。
As you made this metamorphosis, were most of the employees able to adapt and change, or did it create a significant change in your workforce?
So your question is how difficult was it?
Were the older people able to adapt and change this new way of doing business? Is that your question?
Yes.
Were the people that were originally with Tessei,
I understand.
50 years
Yes.
old, were they able to adapt and change?
So were you able to? That was the question. Okay. 年齢平均50歳ってことで若くない方々の前でこういうふうにテッセイは変わっていくんだぞっていうふうに話したときに彼たちの反応はどうでしたか？変えることはできましたか？皆さんすっと受け入れてくれてすぐじゃあ改善やりましょう。はいはい。
若い人たちの前で。
いやその50歳じゃないですか平均年齢が比較的年寄りですよね。若い子たちじゃない方を相手に僕が新しく来たリーダーだから今回からこういうふうにやりますよって方向を変えたときに皆さんすんなりと受け入れてくれましたかっていうのが質問です。
私は変えたいと一言も言いません。
So to be honest with you, I never said I'm going to change or I'm going to innovate, I'm going to make this organization better to my people. I never said that. Why? Why I didn't say that? I knew nobody will follow me if I say I'm your new leader, so you listen to me and then let's change. I knew it's not going to work. So I worked about 10 years in Tessei. First year, I never said anything to anyone. What did I do during that year? 1 year. I was kind of showing, not telling, but showing from my behavior. And wanted to tell them, wanted to send a message that this is who I am. And if I couldn't make a good relationship with my people, I knew nobody will listen to me. So first year, I just showed my, we call back, show my back, what I'm doing in the organization. And after 1 year and a half, people start talking about me. Oh, Mr. Yabe is a different leader than before. So maybe we can trust him that this organization will be better. And when I heard the rumor, I thought, yes, I can do this. And I start speaking up my thinking, my goal, my target to my people.
Okay, more questions?
Hi.
Could you ask if, is that what he said earlier when he asked me about Kaizen and then he gave his definition? Was pretty profound.
Hi.
Could I have him give me his definition of Kaizen so I can make sure I document it?
もう一回改善、先生が考える改善の意味をもう一回教えてください。
ね。
すごい重要なことだったんですけど、100% 理解できなかったので、もう一回お願いします。
改善。
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 Jeff, did I answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
ね、よりベターを
Yeah, as you said, Kaizen is to make things better.
それを実際に実現して
Okay? You
改善をする。
take that implementation of
狭い意味での改善
Kaizen
をする。
and you make things better, correct?
ね、そしてそれをお客様とともにカスタマーと
You share the result.
とともに共有する。
You share the result with your customers.
そしてそれを
Then
スタッフがいいともともに
and all the staff members
ね、We did it やった
recognize each other and then you feel, yes, I did it. I achieved it.
と
You
共有
share the feeling among the staff members.
でそれによってこれもいいのワンスイング
Then your staff member start feeling pride in your work
でさらに
and
それ
have a
を
more confident
こうやって
and make it a great circle.
で意外とねここだけをねこうどうしても見るんです
Lots
けど
of
も
people,
まあそれも正
I
解ですよ
see it, a lot of companies try to implement Kaizen, do the great idea, and that's it.
でもこれだけだったらね長続きしない
And that will not last in a good, to make your organization better. You need to constantly keep doing up here and then make a circle. Does it make
Yes,
sense?
I want to know how he would say sharing results with customers. How does he?
お客さんとの結果を共有するって例えばどういうことですか？例えばお客さんとの
お客様との共有っていうのはさっき言ったほら女性用トイレを作ってわ助かったわとか
何ですか？何？
女性用トイレを作って助かったわとか
For example, we implemented ladies' bathroom. That was not easy to implement. There was lots of arguments, but we did it for the customers, and then customer feels what? Wow, it's amazing. Customer feels so satisfied using their system.
例えば
That's how you share
全部
the feeling with the
それか
customers.
らお客様とが本当にね楽しんで旅行をしてもらうというのを共有です
And then you also collect the garbage directly from the customer when they get off. They feel more, oh, that's nice that I don't have to carry the garbage all the way to the garbage bin because the Tessei member is holding right in front of the gate, the door, and try to collect the garbages. That's the feeling that you share.
カンパニーがカンパニーディベロップ
So you can grow your company with these members, with these
会
experiences.
社の発展につながって本当に
So that's as an ultimate goal. So that's what the Kaizen means to me.
だからねここのところはね例えばお客様に新しいことをしてここはね例えば発
So
表会
once you share the great Kaizen ideas with your customers, then we don't stop there. We always share that what happened, what we did to the customers internally in the organization. So Angel Reports was a wonderful tool to share what we are doing internally, what we are doing, and celebrate what we are doing. So we do have an annual Kaizen proposal day or presentation day to share and select good ones, and then we share whole day with
日本は結構
everyone.
やってるんですよそういう発表会
And not only Tessei is doing this, all the Japanese companies are doing this. Try to recognize what we have done to make customers satisfied.
先ほどね
Did I answer your question?
Yeah.
よく、はい。
先ほどのは
One thought I just wrote this down. I wrote Kaizen is a buoy. Like a buoy in an ocean. It's something that keeps you afloat. It keeps your customers.
なんかポールさんがイメージする先生の今おっしゃった改善っていうのは、海にこう浮いてるなんていうんですか、丸いプラスチックの浮いてるのありますよね、海に。ああいうブイっていうんですけど、ブイみたいな役割があって、なんかこういい雰囲気にこう会社をまとめていく、なんかそういうなんかイメージが。で、to add comments to Jeff。
最初の質問の方にね、ちょっと追加します。
Let me add to that.
改革を進めたい。
So you want to innovate your company.
4つのね、改革ができない要因が。
So there are 4 reasons that you cannot be successful.
それはみんながね、どんどん知らない。やらなくちゃいけないというのを知らない。
誰が知らないんですか？
スタッフ。
So one is the staff members or the people working for you. They don't know.
知らない。
So 知らない is I don't know. So
面倒くさいというのは何
面倒くさいは。
Do you confuse?
いや面倒くさいは。So another second reason is that people feel very annoyed.
面倒くさい。もう一つは
Annoyed, I don't want to do it, it's too much.
やったら
Those are the
リスク
feelings.
が怖い。
And the third reason that your people feeling is that I don't want to take this risk.
一番大きいのは
And then the last fourth one, the biggest reason that the company cannot be
あの人
successful,
にはついていけない。
people think I cannot follow that leader.
Oh, they don't like the leader.
I don't understand what he or she is thinking, so I'm not going to follow that person.
だからこれがね、人間一番大きい、ね、改革の阻害になる。
So if you want to innovate the organization or try to achieve seemingly impossible target, main reason that you cannot be there
私が1年
is
半
that
苦労したのは
these people who think that I cannot trust the leader.
あの人についていきたいと思わせる。
So my target internally when I decided to join this company, I said I want to be the leader that people want to follow. I was telling myself, that's going to be my ideal leader.
その時もね、ちやほやすることではないんですよ。
The third one was I don't want to take risk. The second one, it's annoying. It's annoying to do or trouble.
めんどくさいね。
Mendokusai, it's too much. I don't want to do it. It's nothing to do with me, so I don't want to do it. Something like that.
はい、その他。
Anything else? Any other questions?
How did you deal with bad ideas or ideas that you could not implement?
例えばアイディアいろいろ出てきたと思うんですけど、その中でこれはよくないアイディアだなとかこれは無理だなっていうのはどういうふうに伝えましたか？
これはちょっとできないな。
There were some ideas that I received that it's kind of difficult to do.
それはできないよ。ダメだと
I
言ったらもう絶対次に
I didn't say that, oh, I can't do it. That's a very difficult one, or that's a bad idea. I never said that to the person. Even though I thought about it, but I never said it.
でもやれない。
And I said,
その時はこういう理由でちょっと無理だ。
I give the reason why I think this is difficult. But how about this idea? Can you try that before you want to implement the idea of yours?
So like improve on their idea.
じゃあそのちょっと難しいようなことはじゃあこういう面でやったらどうだろうっていうこの違うアイデアを逆に言ってあげてそれで考えてもらう。So you give the another direction of idea and then make that person think in a different way. So that come up with. So that I showed you the picture of yukata wearing. The lady was wearing the summer kimono.
あれね、最初はね。
At the beginning, that was not the idea. The first idea was that she wanted to be a Lady Gaga. So she wanted to wear the costume like Lady Gaga. I said, what? What? No way. No way. But our customers will be like, what the hell? We didn't want to give that impression that we are crazy. So I said, well, let's think. How about wearing summer kimono like showing the Japanese tradition. That could be a great idea to our customers. So think about it, and then they came up with this summer kimono idea. That was crazy.
Really good example.
That was crazy. Any other questions?
What was the cleaning time before it was 7 minutes?
7分間の仕事、掃除の時間っていうのは昔は長かったんですか？それが短くなって7分になったんですか？それとも最初から7分だったんですか？
最初のね、東北新幹線ができた時には、
So when we launched Shinkansen, can you imagine we had only 2 Shinkansens per hour when we started in 1964?
それがどんどんどんどん行くんですね。
But now Shinkansen became a majority transportation in Japan. So
10年前にはね、
about 10 years ago when I joined Tessei, it was already 7 minutes. It's a physical reason that because we have so many trains per hour, 7 minutes was the maximum that we can get. So.
一応なので、ちょっと怪我、その中で怪我をしたりとか。
But within 7 minutes, we cannot delay the Shinkansen because of our work. So our target is always not 7 minutes, but 5 minutes, 5 minutes and a half. And leaving margin because we cannot do perfect all the time. It could have accidents and everything. So even today, we do a lot of Kaizen to improve our work. So these days, we don't have any leaders like Schwarzenegger that we showed it to you. Then this 7-minute miracle will not work. Final question. 最後です、最後。
If you could have done one thing differently, what would it be?
Yeah, good question. Good question.
When you, yeah. じゃあそのテッセイに
Good question.
入る前に今戻るとしたら何を一つ違うことやりますか？いろいろやってこられましたけど。戻るとしたら、もう一回やるとしたら、何を、もう一回リーダーとしてやるとしたら何を一つ。I will do what I did, but I wish I should have. I was too easy on them. I was not strict enough to my people. 例えば、for example,
こうやってみんながやるやらなかったらね、もう、矢部さん、こうやってやらなくちゃいけないよ、こうやってやるんだよとか言ってね、そういうふうに勘違いする人が結構増えてきたんだね。
甘く見る人が。
甘く見る。
So because I was very, always available, try to listen to them, try to do whatever they want to do. So some people their behaviors become more bossy to me, even I'm the top, because I was too soft on them. So some people misunderstood who I am. So if I could go back, I would become more strict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
That's why I sent you a message. The balance of those 3 are very important because I was not strict enough.
First of all, let's give Mr. Yabe a round.
どうもありがとうございました。